Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server on the level 43 Enchanter. About to check out a new, I don't know if you'd call it a dungeon. Not sure for real. It's Thurgadin Mines. So Thurgadin Mines are in Thurgadin, obviously. Like the back, so if you come in from the waterfall, you know what I'm talking about. It's all the way around the back, the banks in the front and the bar, the tavern, whatever you want to call it, is like on the right side, and then the mines are in the back. So I think I show the way right here. So yeah, go through the gates. Which on my ogre is very hard to do because he's so big. You go through the gates, and I've shown this before. If you've never been to Thurgadin, I do have an exploring VELIOUS on Thurgadin where I don't think I did the mines. I think I just went around the city. But this is the way you go to the bank, the Thurgadin Exchange right there. This is the bank, if you've never been. And there's all kinds of vendors in here, a banker. Trey wanted a clarity on his mage, so I ran over there and gave him a clarity. But he's going to be on his bard in this one. So it's an Enchanter Bard Duo. Enchanter Bard Duo in the Thurgadin Mines. Somebody had mentioned this in the comments, and that is what spurred me to come over here. So that's what I was going to say before I even mentioned that. Please, you guys, let me know what you want to see in the comments. Like, I'm going to be playing P99, so something in P99, obviously. But what do y'all want to see? I have nothing recorded after this. This is the last video that I have. I had a bunch of footage, like, of me playing the game. I was playing pretty heavy there for a few weeks, a month or so, and I recorded a bunch of stuff, and I'm just running out. This is my last one. I tried to record on Sunday, and just nothing went great. I got some stuff, but it's not worth putting out, I don't think. We checked out, we went to Awakening Lands, we checked out the Geonids, and it just didn't go. I think, yeah, Trey lost power. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so it was a failed session, pretty much. I tried to solo a little bit in there. Seems like it's pretty tough to solo in Awakening Lands with the Geos, unless you guys know a spot in there that I could solo. Like, I saw a couple spots where potentially, but it didn't end up happening. I'll probably talk about that in this one, because I'm probably not going to show that footage, everything that happened in that one from Sunday. But, first of all, I just want to say, what do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to see? I got the 60 Necro. He can pretty much go anywhere. I'd love to see a consensus, but anything in the comments, like, if you have a good suggestion of something that you think other people might want to see and you want to see, my 60 Necromancer can go pretty much anywhere, especially if he can solo. I'm not big on grouping. I need to start grouping more. It's this weird thing. I have a weird, like, phobia of raiding and grouping. So I feel like in P99, I mostly have been soloing. So I get this anxiety about getting in a group and just not doing well, not doing what they're expecting me to do. Like, I know how to play the game, and I know not, I'm probably above average at the game, and chances are if I get in a pickup group, like, I'm not going to be the worst person in the group. I'm going to be pretty average at least. But it still gives me anxiety because I haven't been grouping. So just think of my Shadow Knight. My Shadow Knight is level 52, I think. He hasn't grouped at all yet, except for in duos, trios max. Imagine if I take him to wherever, Carnor's Castle, just for example, and I would probably do okay. I'd probably do all right, but it's just that anxiety of getting over I got to pull to this whole group, knowing what to pull, what not to pull, not killing everyone, making sure the experience is flowing, being a decent tank, taunting. I don't fear it so much, just like a little bit of an anxiety hump because I haven't been grouping. I don't group, and I need to get over that and start grouping because I feel like some grouping content on here might be pretty good because we go into places and sometimes we can't handle it as two people, or I can't handle it as one person. We can't see certain things because I'd have to bring my 60 Necromancer to even show it, and then I'm just running around with my pet, like dotting stuff, snare, which is still, I think, interesting. But I don't know. We need some more feel like we need a little bit more grouping action maybe, but let me know in the comments what y'all want to see. That's all I really care about. It's honestly YouTube first and then P99 second. So that is why I haven't been playing so much, because the videos haven't been doing super well. So it makes me not motivated to get footage and then put out. I've been putting videos out every time I'm supposed to, but it's getting to where I don't have as much footage. It's getting to this point where I'm like having to force myself to play just to make a video. And I'm probably going to cut out the Sunday videos, honestly, because it's just, I did it for a while there just because I couldn't think of anything else. I thought, P99 deserved another day, maybe. We've tried that multiple times, and it never really works. And I know. Oh, this thing, okay, Thurgadin Mines. But anyway, let's wrap this portion up, the complaining portion. You know me, I'm Sinnycool. I'm always going to complain. It just is what it is. Not really complaining, I'm just asking for help. I'm asking for your advice. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. 60 Necromancer, 52 Shadow Knight. There's I have 54 Shaman, but that just wasn't going well, so I quit doing it. And the Enchanter is level 43 right now. For some reason, even though it won the starting A series, like I did a whole series over months where I played 5 different classes, 5 different characters, started them from scratch, let y'all vote pretty much on which one you wanted to see, and the Enchanter won. But now that I'm in my 40s, even like in the 30s, really, like it's starting to slow down. People aren't really, even though I feel like it's very interesting, it's the funnest class for me to play. Necro and Enchanter are the 2 funnest for me at the moment. Enchanter is super fun to like charm fight and stuff like that. I don't understand why it's not fun to watch, though, I guess. I mean, I'm not in your chair. I'm playing, so for me it's really fun to charm fight, but maybe it's not fun to watch, let me know. It seems like it's not, because we were in the giant fort, for example, in the last video, doing giants, and like that was a pooper. Like it crapped the bed. I can put out AI, asking questions to AI about the THJ daybreak lawsuit, and when I feel like that should get over 1,000, it gets like 400, 500. I just don't know what to do. Let me know. I just want to serve you. I just want to show you what you want to see, kind of, within reason. But this is the entrance to Thurgadin Mines. I'm charming a lesser tar goo at the moment. I don't know that was the best pet. It was just the first one I saw, and it ended up coming with us through the whole mines pretty much, I think. I end up with another pet later, maybe. But at the moment, we start with this tar goo, which is green. These mines are going to be greenish blue for us at 43. I think this is more like the mines are more of like a level 40, 39, 40, 41-ish when you would go in here. 43... I wanted to check it out because I've never seen it before. Someone mentioned it in the comments, and I knew we were about to green out of it. So now or never type of deal. So that's what we're doing. Taking a look at the Thurgadin Mines, a place to get experience in Thurgadin. Which if you die, that'd be an easy run back. If you get a bunch of loot, that'd be an easy sell. Like, it has positives, but you're going to see it also has negatives. We did not like it too much. But yeah, let me know what y'all want to see, man. Maybe it's more like, once you get to a certain level, is that what it is? Like, because the Shaman was cool up to like 20s, 30s. Enchanter was cool up to 20s, 30s. Shadow Knight was cool up to 20s, 30s. Necromancer was cool like pretty much the whole way through. Is it once I get to a certain level, is that what happens? Like maybe it's more like you can more relate to it because you've been level 20, 30, but maybe once I get to 40, 50, it's not as interesting. I'm not sure. But we got Trey here on his Bard. I think his Bard is slightly lower level than it probably says on here somewhere. You guys will know better than me. Like, I'm not always like meticulously looking at everything on the screen. I'm kind of just talking and kind of glancing at the screen a little bit. But we get our first kill there, Crystal Spider. Everything in here gives us experience. It's just some of it is green. I would say 75% of it's green. We only saw like the bats and stuff like that were blue. But everything gives experience, so it's very close. I'd say come here with a duo or trio at level 40 or under, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, we didn't love it. You're gonna see it's a little bit of a maze. That's the first negative. It's a little bit of a maze. You can even look at the map. Shout out to Hampson there. If I didn't say anything back to you, I'm sorry. Not sure if I did or didn't, but Shout out to Hampson. That's the crazy part, y'all. I get on here, I get on the game, and I get tell after tell after tell. People seeing me in the tunnel, like I'm like a pseudo celebrity in the game. But then when it comes to like people watching the videos, it doesn't happen. So I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. I'm just wanting the advice. I want y'all to put it in the comments. Don't say play a different game. You know, what do you want to see on this game for right now? Because we're going to continue to do this game on Wednesdays. Maybe we can play something else on Sundays. If it's Monsters and Memories, then that's what it is. But that game's not all the way out yet. And, you know, I'd probably wait till it's all the way out to start making content. And I've seen people making content on it that aren't getting, like, thousands of views either. You know, I don't... Sendrith made a video recently about, you know, of course, the THJ. That's the topic right now, you know? So can't blame them. And I've made quite a few videos on it as well. But, and I left a comment, like, I didn't know the EQ community was this soft. Like, not necessarily you guys, but the strangers out there that are not watching. Like, God mode EverQuest is what they want to play right now. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, didn't we play this game back in the day because it was difficult? Didn't we choose it back in the day because it was difficult? We weren't, like, clamoring for it to be easier back in the day, were we? But now it's like everybody wants to play it, but they want it to be super easy. And that's not necessarily why people are choosing to play the hero's journey. Like, they want to be able to experience multiple things all at the same time, saves them time, bunch of quality of life. Like, I understand, but why not play a different game then? Like, why are we doing this to EverQuest? Like, making it a soft game that people laugh at. I don't know, dude. Just goes against everything in my body about, you know, I play this because I know, like, if I get to level 60 in this game, that's an accomplishment. If I get something in this game, it's an accomplishment. If I go do it in the hero's journey, it's not anymore. It's not an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Like, even the Daybreak's calling it God mode. I've been coining it God mode EverQuest for a while now. And even Daybreak in their lawsuit is calling it God mode. So that's not me, man. That's other people calling it that. But I might have been the first one to call it God mode, or, you know, little brother syndrome. But anyway, I don't know, man. Maybe this is probably, I shouldn't be saying all this stuff because I can't be real. I gotta be fake. I gotta, like, go. If I was gonna, like, I should just be a fake, super fake person and just go with the crowd. Like, let's all go play THJ and boohoo Daybreak, and let's all beat the whole game and play every class at the same time and see everything and get everything right now. But that's not why I play this game. And it waters it down. It waters down everything to, yeah, I've seen Plane of Hate and I got this or that. Where'd you do it? Oh, the hero's journey? Okay, so you played God mode to see it and get all that stuff. Okay, I get it. It wasn't P99, though. It wasn't quarm. It wasn't... It's kind of annoying to me. But anyway, I get it, though, if you wanted to try it to see. Yeah, I get it. Like my dude Faceless one. I think he said it the best. Like, it's fun. It's fun for a little bit, but then you get bored of it. And that's how I would be if I tried it. I think it would be fun for a couple weeks, and then I would be bored of it and want the challenge back. Because that's why I play this game. I play it for challenge. If I wanted to play a game where I can go see a bunch of stuff, I would play Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption or something. I wouldn't be playing EverQuest. Looks like my pet broke there. We're fighting scuttle rats, like bats, goose, spiders. It's kind of a weird area to be checking out. Recharming my pet. The lesser targu, which, like I said, I don't know if that's the best pet to be having or not. Just hit for 65. But enough of, like, I'm not trying to, like, and that's probably part of the problem is I say too much, like I'm too honest, and there's most of the people out there love the hero's journey, and that's probably hurting me right now, but it's crazy. I just want to know what y'all want to see. What do y'all want to see? And if you just watch everything, what do you think? Like, what do you think I should be putting out there? What should I be doing? Like, right now, most of my characters are in VELIOUS. I'm heavily considering taking my Shadow Knight back to classic zones because of just, like, he's not doing as well in VELIOUS because everything has way more HP. Even though I could fear kite, I can still do it. I'm still over here. I haven't left yet. Like, but my Necro can go anywhere, do anything. Pretty much. My Shaman, I just really don't want to play unless every single person said to play it. Because I already stripped the gear off them and everything. And I could get into groups maybe and play my Shaman. I don't know. But I don't really want to play my Shaman for real. That'd be my last. But my Enchanter, should I get into more groups? Should I get more groups? Should I get like a pet and like buff it up and use one pet? Or do you guys like the charm fighting where I fight one thing against each other and then I get experience for both? That's the chunkiest experience. And like, I feel like when I was playing my Enchanter for real, like I went from level 30 to level 43 like pretty fast doing that. Or 35 to 43 or something, dude. It felt like super fast when you're doing charm fighting. Then anything else. I got a baby wizard, a baby cleric, a baby bard. I've thought about playing my cleric and just getting into a bunch of groups and just experiencing like how to group in different dungeons, so I know better how to do it. Can watch other people and what their roles are in certain dungeons. That way, so I know more. Like I already know, but so I can practice and get familiarized with it. That way, then I can take my Shadow Knight into dungeons and pull for full groups and stuff like that, or take my Necromancer into raids and record a raid, or maybe get back on my Shaman and do some grouping or something like that. But I mean, I got a solid duo. We can always do anything that we can do with two people. That'd be the best. 2 people or solo is the way I like to play, which wasn't a problem on my Necro. Like I don't get why it's a problem now on Enchanter or Shadow Knight, but anyway. So these are the mines. They're super pros of the mines. Thurgadin Mines pros. It's super close to a city. It's literally in the city, so you can get to it easy. If you die, it's easy to get back. If you get a bunch of loot, it's easy to sell. If you run out of food, water, bandages, it's easy to go get them. But the cons of the Thurgadin Mines, it's kind of like a little maze. It got annoying, like trying to figure out where I wanted to go and not being able to find it. The enemies, they're not like... It seems like you get more than one quite a bit. Like, there's multiple times where I was trying to get one and I was getting 2 or 3. Which it ended up, there is like some exciting stuff when we get deeper into these mines. We get attacked by like multiple bats and we almost die, and Luca gets down to like super low HP and it gets pretty crazy down there, but it just there's no good loot for real. It's like a maze up here. There's this dog running through, this NPC dog, I forget his name, it's like Frostpaw or something. He's running through here killing stuff, so if you wanted to kill everything, you can't because there's an NPC dog running and killing everything. Not like everything, but it runs through here and kills like 5, 6, 7, 10 things, and then it'll run back out, and then it runs in, kills everything. Sometimes the enemies kill him. He's like blue to me. But there's like he saves you sometimes, but he also like steals your kills sometimes. And I think he's more likely to steal your kill than save you. There's even a vendor like in the mines. Like I think that guy might be a vendor. I didn't check, I don't think, but and then once you get like deeper, it's hard to find the way to go deeper into these mines. You might even think it's just this little bit of maze portion right here, but there's like a ladder. You climb down a ladder. There's like railroad tracks. There's some water. You can go deeper into these mines, and there's like more bats and like a little bit higher level stuff down there. It was still blue, but it was like more blues way down in there. Then there's like these railroad tracks or whatever you want to call them, these minecart tracks, and you can't stand on them, so you fall through them, and it's really hard to make the jumps. And then it's also like kind of a maze, because then if you fall down, you have to figure out how to get back up, and then am I on this side or am I on that side? Am I on the side that I was just on, or am I on the other side now? Like, you can't really tell. And then the NPC dog's running in there. No good loot for real. There's no like names or nothing. So we kind of like, Trey really didn't like it, and I was like, I didn't like it very much either. I would rate it like a 4 out of 10. I don't think I would ever come back to the Thurgadin Mines on purpose. Maybe if you had like a full group and like you all were sitting at the entrance and like somebody was going in and pulling stuff back to you, that might work okay. If you're like level 35 to 40, maybe. But as a duo or a solo, I don't like it at all. It was too confusing. Even if I went back and knew exactly where I was going, it just wasn't. stuff was green, blue at best, and only like 75% of it was green. Like, it wasn't that fun. Wasn't that fun. I don't recommend it. I think we're going in deeper here. I think I finally found the way. That's the other thing, like the timer. Or no, we're at the entrance. We're trying to find our way. So that's the entrance. If you go right wall strats from the entrance, that's how you get deeper in. But sometimes you'll get lost and you can't find the entrance to do the right wall strats. But if you do right wall strats from the entrance, you will find the ladder. You climb down. It looks like you didn't go anywhere, but you actually did. And if you go this way, here's the water. Here's the tracks you can't walk on. There's some more bats down here. So this is more like if you're level 40 plus, where you would want to be. The scuttle bats are usually blue. But look how this, like there's bats down below you. There's bats flying up above. We got the Targu on the bat. I got it attacking. I root it. I'm casting slow. Somebody asked me in the comments why I cast Alliance so much. It's a global cooldown. So every time you cast a spell, there's a global cooldown. It's like however many seconds, 3 seconds or something like that. If you cast an instant cast, like off of a, like I have a wand for Journeyman Boots works, like Goblin Gazoogie Ring probably works. There's a telescope that works, like anything that can, anything like Journeyman Boots where you can just right click it and do instant cast. It's faster to like cast a spell, cast your instant cast, and that resets your global cooldown, and now you can cast a spell immediately after your global cooldown instead of having to wait for the global cooldown. So the time it takes to cast, say, stun, then beguile. If I didn't cast the wand in between, I would cast stun, and then I'd have to wait like a full 3 seconds, let's say. I don't know the exact amount of time, but just for the global cooldown, for the spells to pop back up, for me to cast the next spell, it takes like 3 seconds, full seconds. So then I cast beguile, and that's going to take 2.5 seconds or whatever, 3 seconds. So in total, after I casted stun, it's like 6 whole seconds before I'm hitting them with beguile. But if I do my global cooldown, which is, it's like a little fast instant cast, like pushing one button, I cast stun, then I cast my wand, Alliance, and then I can immediately cast beguile right after that. It's almost like being able to, like, no global cooldown. You wipe out the global cooldown. All it is in between is an instant cast, one click of a button, and then you get to cast your next spell. So it saves you at least like 2 seconds. So now I'm only waiting 1 second to cast my next spell instead of 3 seconds. And that works for pretty much everything. So any class in the game, you should learn, you should get a global cooldown. Anybody that's casting spells, even my Shadow Knight should probably have one. But especially enchanters, especially like necros, stuff like that, you're going to want to be able to cast stuff back to back to back to back. So you can save your own butt. My pet breaks. I want to be able to stun beguile or stun mez beguile or just, and be able to do everything quickly back to back to back instead of waiting in between for the spells to come back up. You know how they gray out? You'll cast a spell, it grays out all your spells for like 3 seconds, and you have to wait. You're waiting there, you're like clicking on it, hoping it pops up. Well, it takes that out. That takes that out. If you cast something else in between that's like an instant cast off of a wand or Journeyman Boots or whatever you got. So that's why I do that. That's why I'm casting that wand, that Alliance. I'm not using Alliance. I don't think that's doing anything. I'm not casting that on purpose. It could be casting a fart noise that does nothing for all I care. It's resetting my global cooldown. So it could be pooping my character's pants every time I cast it. I don't care. It's resetting the global cooldown. It doesn't matter what it's doing. It's just the fact that it's resetting my global cooldown so I can cast what I really want to cast faster. Just a little strat, like a min-max type of strat. Kind of like canny dancing. Some people don't do it. They're too lazy. They just spam canny and then sit there. It's just a min-max. If you canny dance, you're going to get more mana faster. It's an active way to get more mana faster. Global cooldown's an active way to be able to cast your next spell faster instead of waiting for it to come back and just sitting there clicking a button waiting for it to come back. Like, you make it come back faster. Well, yeah, so what happened in the, you guys are watching this. I'm not describing it super well, but I try. Like, the upstairs portion is like a maze with a bunch of dead ends, and there's like one NPC, and there's a bunch of like spiders, rats, goos up there, a couple bats. The bats are the highest level out of anything, but they're still blue. And then you come down here. If you do right wall strats from the entrance, there's a little ladder. You go down the ladder, then you exit that area. That'll bring you to where we are here, and there's like these railroad tracks. And you can either go down and like find your way around down to get to the other side of the tracks, or you can try to jump across the gaps. There's also like bats down here where we're at right now. So I was trying to really find the bats so I could fight them. And then you got this portion. This is the very back, very bottom. This is the end. This is as far as you can go pretty much. And you can go to the right, you can go to the left, or you can go straight. And the left didn't really have anything, as far as I remember, maybe an NPC. So this is the left. And there was no enemies. I don't know if Frostpaw killed them or what, but I never saw enemies on the left side. I think there's an NPC like right here, yeah. Norman Stonetooth. So that was the left side. Now this is the right side. Right side did have bats occasionally, but this is where Frostpaw would go and he would kill them. So right now it's empty, but I feel like there is like a bat or two on the right side. I just think they're down right now. And this is the way to the back. At least I hope so. And there's a scuttlebat, which is good. Those are blue. That's what I was looking for to fight. There we go. I conned it. It's blue. I'm rooting it. You know, in case Trey like needs to back up off of it for real. And I didn't want it to like run. I don't have snare. He probably has snare though. Excuse me. Make sure everything's recording okay. It looks good. I've still been tweaking with the audio. Turned the game up a little bit today. I'm hoping... I want y'all to hear the game. I just don't want it to overpower my commentary is what's up. And I want my commentary... I want you to be able to hear it without turning your TV or your device up to 100. Because then I know like the ads will come in and like blow out your eardrums. But I also don't want to be like blowing out the mic. Have the gain up way too high. Like right now it says I'm blowing it out. But anyway... What do y'all want to see? I'm begging, I'm pleading with you. I think we're almost done with the 2 videos a week thing. Like it's getting to that point where we're just gonna go back to every freaking Wednesday and I gotta try something else on Sundays. It's very close. Like at the moment I don't have anything else planned for Sunday, but kind of getting to the point where I need to try something else. But if somebody comes up with a good idea for this, like do you guys want me to play on the red server? Do you want me to go play a wizard? A baby wizard? Like, do you want me to go on raids? Do you want me to get in groups? Do you want me to continue with the Exploring VELIOUS series? Do you want me to go farm a bunch of plat off of guards and get something awesome? I don't know what to do. You want me to keep leveling my Enchanter, my Shadow Knight? You want me to get my Shadow Knight to 60? I don't know what y'all want to see, for real. Like, I keep putting out stuff, and it's just me playing the game, for real, but showing y'all what I'm doing when I'm playing. I do think oh, I need to make a video for YouTube though, so we might still be in Crystal Caverns killing geos right now if it wasn't for YouTube, right? Because I don't want to keep showing that. But I did try to make a video on this past weekend. We had a duo session, and I think we got multiples on this fight. It's kind of one of those more hairy fights. I think I had the Mez, Root. Got a Spider, a Targu, and a Scuttlebat. It's one of the more interesting fights. This happened a couple of times. At least once or twice. So it can get hairy down here. My mana's on like less than 40. His HP is only at half. See what happens. We're killing the Spider at the moment. The Targu is on the Spider, which is good. It's hard to control the pets sometimes. You got to back them off and re-put them on whatever you're trying to really fight. They break Mez sometimes. It's one thing about being an enchanter, like mezzing the right thing. Like I don't have cycle tab or whatever. Target tabs, cycle target. I know that's what people would just cycle target until you get to the thing you want to mez, but I don't know. I don't think it. I need to like try on this new laptop, see if I have that. On my old one, I didn't have that. Bunch of complaining in this video, but that's how it goes. When we're not doing well, I'm complaining. When we're doing well, that's when things are good. That's when the videos get better. That's when the commentary gets better. That's when everything gets better. That's when I want to play the game more and I do more and we get further and we see cool stuff. Or it can be like crappy and just go down the toilet. And I can be my own worst enemy and a self-saboteur. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, so on Sunday, we tried to have a duo sesh. And we were in Awakening Lands. I went to Awakening Lands. I was being a procrastinator on Sunday. The whole deal is like Mrs. Cinny, her only day off is Sunday. And that's our duo day where we play and I record footage. And it's like it's her only day off, and then she sees me like just sitting here playing games all day. So I try to make it to where it fits in with the day and like it's a good time. Do other stuff first, do other stuff after, but I take the temperature, see what kind of aggro I got. What's she conning right now? Is she conning threateningly, or is she dubious, or what is she right? What is she today? Because it's gonna be different every day. You know what I mean? So some days she's conning, warmly or kindly, and some days it's threateningly. And if it's the threateningly day, I have to like be smart and not just say, "Well, I'm playing this game at this time and that's it." And that's putting my foot down. I mean, I could do that, but it's not gonna be, happy wife, happy life type of deal. So it takes me a minute to like figure it out when I'm gonna play for a couple hours. I don't want to like only play for 45 minutes. I don't only want to play for like an hour. I want to play for at least 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find what portion of the day is gonna work for me and him, because he's got stuff going on in his life as well. So it can't just be whenever I feel like it. So we eventually figure it out, but it's later in the day kind of. It's like, I forget when it was. It's like 1 or 2 or something. 3. We usually start at like 11 or 12. It was like 1 or 2 instead. So we get off to a slow start. I'm trying to get my Shadow Knight to Awakening Lands. I'm trying to figure out, I've never been there before, so I'm looking around a little bit. I see the suits of sentient armor. People calling out 4 and 6. I guess there's a 4 camp and a 6 camp, so I'm gonna have to investigate that eventually, because supposedly those drop like decent armor for my Shadow Knight that has intelligence on it that would help my mana. So I really want to get maybe I use my Necromancer to kill those at first so I can feel it out. So I'm looking around in Awakening Lands. I eventually find the Geonid tunnels, but they're kind of confusing. Like, it's kind of a maze. Like, the Geonids aren't at the entrance. They're deeper in. So at first you see like Targus, and there's 3 different entrances. There's one by like the dragon portal thing. There's a middle one, and then there's one all the way on the other side. So I think I go on the middle one at first. And I'm looking around, and I see people in there. I'm like, oh, of course there's people in here. I mean, it's Geos. They're good loot, good plat, good camp. Of course there's people in here. They asked me if I want to join their group. I'm like, I'm supposed to be duoing, and I'm not a big fan of grouping anyway, but I probably should have. Both of us probably should have joined their group. That probably would have made for a better video. But I don't know. That's the way I am. And I have one thing in my head. I'm like, I'm duoing today. So then when something pops up, I'm like, I'm duoing today. You know what I mean? It's just the way I am. So I'm in there and I start soloing a little bit, like to figure, like, is this a place that my Shadow Knight's going to actually be able to solo? This is before he got there and stuff. I told him, hey, I'm playing. Whenever you can get over here, I'm in the Geonid tunnels and Awakening Lands. Because on his side of the fence, he's probably like, is this dude playing today? Is he even where he's supposed to be? Like, So I'm at one of the entrances. I don't even know which one it is. I fight a Targu, because I don't know. If you're out there, you probably already know. I killed the Targu. I like fear kite it with my pet. It went well. I got experience. But then it splits into two more Targus, and they're green. And I have to fight those. So the whole fight was like fighting 3 things pretty much. I was fine. Like, I end up winning. But that was like I was like, man, I could fight these Targus. But then I'm like, nah, because then I'm going to have to kill 3 things. Like, you kill the Targu, then you got to kill 2 green little Targus just to get your loot. So the big Targu gives you experience, and the 2 little ones give you your loot. So you have to kill all 3. It's like you have to kill 3 things just for 1 kill. To get the loot and the experience, you have to kill all 3, which sucks. So they're at the beginning of the Geonid tunnels. It's not really what you're supposed to be fighting. Then there's like these fairy dragons off to the left. If I go left, fairy dragons. If I go right, Targus. So eventually I like go and viz, and I'm looking around and stuff, and I find all the Geonids, but there's people in there. There's like a little group of like 4 or 5. And then there's like this other guy soloing. So, but then if you keep looking, there's lots of Geos. So it's like we can figure something out in here. We're gonna be cool. We can find something to kill. We can go off in a corner way back in the cave somewhere where there's our own little room and like, you know, do a little rotation, and it won't affect these people or that guy because there's so many. There's like a ton of geos in Awakening Lands. Like I feel like 3 full groups could be in there. And if it's solo people, man, you could probably have like 5 people back there solo. I don't know if there's certain camps or anything. Like I said, this is my first time ever being in the Awakening Lands at all, and especially at the Geonid camp. But it seems as if you could have at least 3 groups in there, at least 2 full groups, you know? And then, like, if it was a couple, like, you probably have 3, 4 duos or 5 solos back there. Like, it's that many geos. Like, the ones in Crystal Caverns, there's only 8 geos. The ones in Awakening Lands, I don't know how many there is, but there's at least quadruple that. Probably at least triple that, up to quadruple. There's like 30, 40 geos in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's more like 25. But anyway, still like 3 times as many geos. So 3 times as many people could be in there. But yeah, they mostly like, they're not solo. Like in Crystal Caverns, there's 8, and they're all like solo. They're pretty much far enough apart that you can solo the geos in Crystal Caverns. So it's nice. But in Awakening Lands, they're like mostly in pairs or threes or roomfuls. So I was in Viz, like looking around, see the group, see the dude soloing. I go deeper in, it's like full room of geos. Also, another thing, there's Geonid shamans. So even if my Shadow Knight ended up finding like a solo geo to just sit on, eventually it could have been a shaman, and then I'd probably be in trouble. So I don't think I can fear kite in there. There's not enough room in between geos to fear kite. So anyway, it looks like a good spot, but the time it took to get there, the time it took to figure it out, the time it took to look around, and then once Trey did get there, he was on his druid, like his high-level character, like his 57 something. I think it's 57 druid, so 57 druid, 52 Shadow Knight. Pretty good duo. We start killing the Targus just because I was just gonna like work my way in. Like, let's kill these Targus, and then we'll work our way in. We'll kill some geos. We'll find us a spot. So we kill a Targu or 2 or 3, and it's just like it's like taking forever because I don't do the most damage in the world. They're splitting into 2 after we kill them. We got to kill 2 more, and then we do it again, and then 2 more again, do it again, 2 more again. It's like, feels really slow because every time we kill one, we got to kill 2 more that are green that give no experience after that. So eventually I'm like, all right, I'm going to tell this pet to go away. We're going to go in Viz. We're going to go find us a spot to kill geos. So we do that. I do right wall strats pretty much, looking around. We pass the group up, looking around. We pass the solo guy up, looking around. I finally find a room that I think looks pretty good for us. There's like 6 geos in there. They're a little bit spread apart. We're probably going to have to lull. The spot like is kind of out of the way where if they run, they're not going to go get other geos. Like the other geos were pretty far away compared to this little room. It's like there's like Tar's one way, Targu's one way, and Geo's the other. So it's like one of the first. I don't know if it's I don't know. But it's pretty deep. It seemed pretty deep, but it also seems like pretty close to one of the entrances. But it was like 5 or 6 Geos in this one room. There's only like 1 shaman in there at the time. It seemed like 2 or 3 were like pretty far away from the other 3 or 4. So it looked like a pretty good room for us, since he's 57 druid. You know, we'll probably be able to handle it. Like, he can wall the whole room, and we can single pull them, and then we can break it. And then we can just go in there, and every time they pop, we can kill them. Something like that. It seemed like it was going to be pretty good. And then I don't know, like, what the Geonids drop yet, because I haven't even killed one. But I'm hoping the regular Geos actually drop the good jewels in there. Because, like, in Crystal Caverns, you have to like get a gem collector or a focus gem. I didn't see any of those up in Awakening Lands. So I'm hoping it's just the regular geos that drop the good stuff in there. But I don't know. They're definitely higher level. So we're getting set up. We're outside this room. I think it's a good spot. We're about to lull. And then Trey's power goes out. His power goes out, dude. So it's cool though when nobody dies, but we didn't get to do the session. You know what I mean? Like, once his power went out, I was pretty much done. It wasn't his fault. And his power did come back on like an hour later or something, hour and a half later. And we could have probably played later on, but I was just kind of over it for the day. Like, the way it's going on YouTube at the moment, it's like, doesn't make me want to. Anyway. But it is what it is. I mean, let me know what y'all want to see. Do I gotta completely switch to Quarm or Monsters and Memories and just quit playing this game that I like so I can get. It's like, because YouTube's the main thing. It's like my favorite game, for real. And I suck at it. It's hard, though. I like hard games. YouTube is a hard game. And I suck at it. So I'm trying to get better, trying to figure it out. I'm beating my head against this wall. I'm fighting the boss 50 times in a row and losing. That's YouTube for me. But I wish I could play P99 on here. But if it's got to be something else, I don't know, man. I don't have like all this money to be buying all these new games, so it's got to be something that's cheap or free. And then like anybody can play a cheap or free game, so anybody can put up content. So then there's a bunch of content out there. I'm just complaining today. I'm sorry. Let's look at the footage and all right, we got a scuttlebat. I don't know what happened there. I think I lost my pet, so now I have a scuttlebat as a pet. That was a quick. Did you guys see that fight? It got pretty hairy there. Like Trey was very low on health, and I had to like root it and charm a bat, have a bat fight a bat. Like I was okay, but he was. If anything else had gone wrong, I would not have been okay. And he got pretty close, low on HP. But I kind of wanted to see how the scuttlebat would do because it's higher level. Probably the best pet I could have in here. So we got a scuttlebat as a pet. We're fighting crystal spiders. We're a crystal spider. We're back up top in the mines. Scuttlebat for 11. Scuttlebat for 68. That's a little bit better. I don't think I had buffed up my pet. Like the Targu, I think I did. But I don't know if I did the scuttlebat or not. But now we're back up top because we killed everything down low. And that's kind of what you have to do if you're in the mines. You're going to have to do the top and then the bottom and then the top and then the bottom. Unless you're in like a lower level group that... So I don't know necessarily how many enemies are up here. If I had to guess, like in the top portion before you go down the ladder, and like the maze portion right as you come in from Thurgadin, if I had to guess how many enemies... It's got to be 10 or less. So probably 8 or 9 enemies up here. And, maybe 7. Something like that. Not too many. Not enough to keep you super busy, but just enough that... It's like just enough that you have to go down and look for other stuff. Then when you go down under... I've only done this one time, so... I mean, I've gone through the whole thing like 2 or 3 times, but... Down there, you got Frostpaw running around, so I'm not sure exactly how many... It's mostly bats, though. I think there's a couple spiders, but mostly bats down there. There's probably like 2, 3, 4, 5... You know, another 7 to 10. So there's 7 to 10 up here, and then 7 to 10 down there. And I don't know, what's the timer in Thurgadin? Let me look that up for you. Yeah, this is all I got. I'm thinking about doing more live commentary. Like, trying that again. The only thing that scares me about that... There's pros and cons of doing live commentary. Pros are, you know, I'm talking only about what I'm doing on the screen instead of going off on these rants and raves and stuff like that, most likely. I'm in the moment, so if something happens, you get my reaction of stuff happening in the moment. But the cons are that if the audio's screwed up, it's going to be screwed up through the whole entire thing, and like the whole thing is flushed down the toilet. The other cons of doing live commentary is I play way worse because I'm busy talking. When I record right here, I'm not talking. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just playing the game. So I do much better when I record like this, and then I record the commentary later. So that's the pros and cons, basically. I play a little bit worse when I do live comm. And if the audio's screwed up, it's screwed up the whole time, because I'm not going to be checking on it and stuff like that, probably. I mean, I might. But it just felt like I do much better. Like, it's a relief when I'm done recording if I'm doing live commentary. If I'm, like, getting on for a duo session on a Sunday and I'm doing live commentary while I record, it's almost a relief when I'm like, okay, that's enough. You know, I'm done. I got an hour. I got 45 minutes. And we got a scuttlebat fighting a scuttlebat. Yeah, the consensus was after this session that we were not too excited to come back to Thurgadin Mines. It's just too maze-like, getting lost. The enemies didn't drop anything good. There's no good named NPCs or anything like that. Like, it would be okay experience, maybe, and it's pretty safe. It's just cool. Like, if I bring my Enchanter in here solo, it might be okay. But wouldn't be my favorite. I want some loot, at least. I don't know. You know. Alright, let's see if I can figure out what the timer is. In case anybody else wants to check this out. Which I do not recommend, but... Alright, I can't find the wiki on my phone. I don't know why. Like, I had... YouTube wasn't on here. Now, the wiki. The wiki was down the other day. Have you guys noticed, like, the wiki not being up? It's like a security warning or something like that. Some bird, like, took a giant crap on the hood of my car. I'm so annoyed. I have to clean it up. It looks like a human was flying through the air and took a dump. Maybe we should go to dungeons, like me and him, and like just get into a group. Maybe we should start doing that. The duoing is fine. Like, we've been doing good. We haven't died in a while, I don't think, but it's hard finding a good spot in VELIOUS at this level that isn't like super camped or something. Level of monsters 30 to 35 in caves. So that's probably what was up. Like, the bats were hitting 35 and like the goos and the rats were like 30. Doesn't really say a zone timer for Thurgadin. It felt like maybe if I click on one of the enemies, the scuttlebat, a crystal spider, 27 to 31. Says 7 minutes. So I don't think it's not the worst spot in the world. It just wasn't fun. It was a little bit confusing and not super fun. I think you could get some experience here. You could make some progress, but it just wasn't. It was kind of like in a starter area. You're outside of a city in a starter area, and like you're running around killing stuff. Like, it was kind of like that a little bit, but more confusing and getting lost and stuff. I was asking him if his heal hit the bat. I wonder why Bard's song, like their heal song, doesn't heal your pet. Is it because my pet's charmed, so it won't heal the charmed pet, or what? Because that'd be nice if that heal would heal my pet, but it wasn't. It wasn't doing it. He says he would think it would, but it doesn't look like it's doing it. Like, the bat's HP's not going up at all. I need to go practice that, y'all. I know I keep talking about it, but I need to, because people keep saying how they're souping up certain NPCs and, like, having them kill everything in the zone. Might be the same person, but, like, the Dwarf Guard and Crystal Caverns, they said they buffed up and made a super pet and had it run roughshod all over the zone. Then somebody said they would charm the Frost Giant Captain and have him just murder the whole freaking fort. I kind of want to try that. I've been more like doing the one thing fights the other and I get experience for both thing. It'd be cool to have like a super pet. And then, but the only thing that's stopping me is if you make a super pet and it breaks, it could kill you. And number 2, when he gets low on HP, being able to like heal him back up by doing the memory blur stuff. Like, I need to go practice on something. I need to go back to the tunnel and just sit there and charm stuff and break it and memory blur it and get its HP back. And I don't have time, though. I don't have time to organize my spell book. I don't have time to sell a bunch of stuff I have in the bank or sort through my bank, or I don't have time to be looking for camps and stuff like that. You think I would, I just don't. The other thing about doing the post commentary is I have to I have to find something, go do it. It has to be decent. Then I record it. I do it for an hour or 2 hours, and then when I make the video, I'm rewatching all that footage and doing the commentary. So it's kind of like doing it twice. If I do it live, a pro of doing it live comm is I don't have to do that. Like I record and then I'm done and I put it out. So that's nice. That's why I'm like trying to save myself a little bit of time, maybe by doing some live commentary. We're almost done here. I think we only do about an hour of this. We did not love it, but we got a session in. We got a little bit of positive experience. He got to play as Bard. He has like Bard or Druid, I think, and you know, I don't know with Enchanter. Enchanter's hard to like decide who I want to be my duo. I think Paladin's a real good duo for Enchanter because it can do the tanking and the healing, kinda. I think hybrids work well with enchanters. I'm sure like a bunch of stuff works well with enchanters. Like when we were with this mage, like, and I just played a backup role and let his mage, cook. That went okay. That went well. But like the ones that I think like like paladin, ranger, for some reason, when I think of duoing with my enchanter, that way they can like tank and heal, and then I can take care of everything else. Even though I know their heals aren't amazing, but if I need them to, they can heal me or heal my pet. But they're not just a healer. It's not just a cleric or just a druid or just a shaman. Like, shaman might be cool, like, because it could tank and melee a little bit and then heal. I don't think he has a shaman, though. I'm just trying to figure stuff out, y'all, and I need your help. And that's kind of what I'm doing in this video, like showing you Thurgadin Mines. This is the last bit of footage I have. It's kind of like anxiety for me because I have nothing after this. So I have to go. But I'm hoping it's something good. Like you guys will like, hey, do this, and I'll be like, okay, and I do it, and then like everybody is excited about it. But it seems like most people are on the hero's journey right now, or monsters and memories, and forgetting about old P99. It's kind of my channel's downfall is like I get fixated on certain games, and then I play only those games, and then other people get sick of games, and they go play other stuff. Like, I'm not wishy-washy. When I play a game, I like to play that game for a while. It might be my, like, childhood mentality of you only have a couple of games and you just play the crap out of them because you're not rich. So I dive deep on, like, P99 and Dark Souls and Gems of War and stuff like that. But I also bought every From Software game because I love that. I love Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, like Elden Ring, Sekiro. I always say it wrong. Bloodborne. I have all those games. I bought them all. I played them all on the channel, playthroughs. Those are more popular, so there's too many other people like doing stuff with those. I feel like there's a lot of EverQuest channels out there. I didn't even know there was so many. Like when I first started, there was like 10 or something. I feel like there's like quadruple that now, like at least triple that. Just random people I've never heard of getting thousands of views. So I like more power to them. I'm happy for them, but it's more on the softer side, like, ooh, the hero's journey, and let's complain and wear our panties and put our tampon in. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of irritating me. I might be not long for this world. I might be retiring. I might need to retire. I'm getting to be an old, crotchety old man that hates everything. I don't like everything's going, like right now, like, it's not going my way for sure. THJ is not my thing. The way that people are playing Gems of War at the moment is not my thing. So I don't know, man. I might not be long. Oh, this might be the fight. Like we get a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to mez, but I think my pet is attacking the thing I was trying to mez. So I'm like trying to back off my pet. So I got a scuttlebat as my pet. Trying to back it off so I can then... I was rooting. I think I got that scuttlebat rooted. Crystal Spider. I think Trey is doing something to that. And I got the scuttlebat fighting Okay, now I got the scuttlebat fighting a crystal spider, I think. Got other enemies potentially behind us. There's 4 enemies right there. One of them's charmed, one of them's rooted. I got a bat fighting a spider. I'm not sure if the other bat is hitting Trey, too. I think it is. Or maybe he has it charmed. I don't really know. I'm trying to mez it, but it's not working, so maybe that's his pet. He'll have to tell me. I forget. I don't know what happened here for real. I was trying to mez the bat, but I think it might have been his pet. Potentially. So we got 2 bats fighting a spider, and then another bat that's rooted, I think. That's what's happening. Trey's getting really low on health, so he backs out. He probably pooped his pants. I would have pooped my pants too. I have a decent amount of health, but I only have like 20 mana. We kill the spider. That's a little bit of a relief. My pet's about to die, which would be fine in this situation. Get out of here. That's fine. I mez one of the bats. I got the other bat on me. 20% mana. I root it. Okay, that one's mezzed. That one's rooted. As long as nothing else adds, we should be okay. Trey's trying to fight the mezzed one, maybe? Or no, okay. Okay, now I charmed one of them. I charmed the mezzed one. And I'm rooting the other one. And I'm going to have... Okay, we're just chilling at the moment. I'm waiting for Mez to break so my pet goes and attacks the other scuttlebat. I got 60% HP. Trey has less than 20%. I have less than 20% mana. This was the crazy fight that happened. We almost died. Like, if he died, then I would be right behind him, most likely. So, I did not want him to die here. I never want him to die, but a lot of the times it's like a domino effect. If he goes down, then I'm probably going down too. But instead of focusing on him, they're going to focus on me. You know what I mean? Plus, he's not there to help. But this was a crazy fight. We had a couple crazy fights. Like, as far as the video goes, I think it was a nice video. Like, we had 2 or 3 crazy fights. It was maybe an area you've never seen before. But like playing it wasn't super fun. Sometimes that's how it goes. Like, I remember watching a video, like a John Wolfe video or something. And I forget the name of the game. It was like The Conjuring or something like that. It was a horror game. And I remember him saying, and I remember I loved the video. Like, I watched it and it was like, this looks so awesome. Like, looks like a really cool game, a scary game, a fun game. Like, and I liked watching him play it. But he was like, dude, that game was annoying. I did not enjoy playing it. I cut out so much stuff that you didn't, that was like, it was me backtracking, doing the same stuff over and over and over. Just like the editing made it look like it was a good... Like, dang, that is true sometimes. Like, sometimes you record something and maybe you didn't have fun doing it, but I was watching this other stuff, like, just rage compilations of people, like, playing rage games. It's so funny. It makes me, like, sometimes I'm, like, in a bad mood or don't feel so good, and then you watch something like that, and I'm, like, laughing so hard that I'm not even making a noise. And it just, like, makes you feel so much better. If you're ever having a bad day, go just check out, like QWOP or something, or like Ragdoll Runners or Happy Wheels or somebody playing that, like, and they're raging. I know that's like old school, like 10 years ago type of stuff, but it's still like super funny. And I was cracking up. People just like the buttons wouldn't do what they wanted them to do, and they were screaming, pounding on stuff, spilling drinks, like throwing controllers. It's funny to watch the whole build-up of it, too. Like, not just the specific portion where they're raging. Like, to watch them like, oh, yeah, this is all right. I'm getting okay at it. Like, oh, yeah, they're getting madder and madder and madder. And then, like, all of a sudden they're pounding on stuff, throwing stuff. Like, something happens. Like, that's a bunch of bullcrap. But they're so mad that makes them flip out. Oh, there it is. There's the Frostpaw. If you guys haven't seen it yet on this video, he's fighting random stuff down here. That's kind of annoying. It's cool when it helps, and it's annoying it's annoying most of the time, but it's cool when it like randomly helps you. But you know how it is. It's kind of like guards. This thing like comes all the way from Thurgadin, runs all the way down to the back of the mines, and then runs all the way back out of the mines to Thurgadin. So it's not like like a patrolling guard has a route. This thing goes through the whole place. So that's kind of another thing that just makes it annoying. Sometimes the enemies kill him. He just fell through the floor. Like, what's he doing? Killed a Targu, then he fell through the floor. Like, what is going on with this Frostpaw in the Thurgadin Mines? Hopefully, it seems like it's kind of broken a little bit. We're chilling because we just had a gigantic, crazy fight. You know, the pet's almost dead. Trey was almost dead. I had no mana. But we probably don't need to sit here and watch us sit here. We only got like 2 more minutes of footage. Looking around, I think we end up giving up and leaving. But hey, anytime you play the game and you don't die and you get experience, it's a good day on this game. I saw a new place. Check it off the list. Got some footage. Made a YouTube video. Got some experience. Didn't die. Got to hang out with Trey. So overall, it was a good experience, but I would probably not recommend the Thurgadin Mines, and I'm probably never going to be coming back here. I think my Enchanter's sitting outside of it right now, and I can see myself like trying to solo a little bit, but I don't think I will. So Shadow Knight right now is in Awakening Lands at the Geo. Oh, I think he's at the Kale zone line. So I really want to hit up those Sentient Armors and like the Geonid tunnels, but I might bring my Necro to do it. So SK in Awakening Lands, Necro not there yet, but heading that way. Enchanter is in Thurgadin, and then Shaman is somewhere nearby for sows and stuff like that. Sows and buffs for Trey. Then I got the baby cleric, the baby wizard, the baby bard I really don't want to play. So out of everything that I've mentioned, I really don't want to play the bard or the shaman, but anything else is fair game, especially Necro, Shadow Knight, Enchanter. If you guys like, do you want me to like play the wizard? Or I know cleric probably y'all don't want. So it's like wizard. Do you want me to play a wizard? Somebody mentioned mage. Somebody keeps mentioning that they want me to play a mage, but it's one person. And then the wizard did get like 3rd place out of the starting A series out of 5, but or maybe the Shadow Knight got 3rd. I don't know. The only reason I started playing the Shadow Knight is because I went back and looked at that and I had thousands of views from first couple videos. I said, "What'd you think?" He said, "Not a fan." Ross Paul's got our back. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know I'm a complainer. I need to stop that. It's part of what's causing. So I'm a self-sabotager. Big time. Like my entire life. That's like one of my flaws. I get in my own way a lot. I say things I shouldn't say. I'm not good at being fake and just saying the right things. And THJ's awesome. And I can't wait to play Monsters and Memories and all that. Like, but I'm a little bit of a, you know. Anyway, I think I'm done. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. I just touched the mic too, idiot. Just touched the mic. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. To get about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. The 100 or 200 of you that watch this, tell me what to do, y'all. We need to get triple that watching to make me feel better at least. But have a good day. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me vent. You guys are the best. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You know, Thurgadin Mines, couple exciting fights there. Enchanter Bard, getting some positive experience, seeing something new, getting to hang out. Getting to hang out with you guys. Hit me up in the comments. Let's talk about it. Peace out. Give me some advice, dude. Advice. What should I do? Like good, like advice, like positive advice. Don't say, "Well, you're just doing everything wrong, and you know that this isn't going to work," or don't say you should play THJ, or like positive. Like help me out, man. I just need to be heading in the right direction. Even if it's just tiny little things, just anything that you think will help, as long as it's not something that you know I'm not going to do for sure. Thank you. Peace.